place that this organization doesn't have any familiarity with and doesn't like. And then outside of that, Coach Tomlin has been there long enough, and he's been good long enough where this went from a team that would physically dominate you. And we had a quarterback who got his nose broken breaking a tackle from Haloti Ngata in the pocket to now being physically dominated by the Buffalo Bills, who disrespectfully ran the same play over and over and over and dared you to stop it. And their quarterback disrespected your captain. And later on in the game, he scores a touchdown where they push him in the end zone over 6 defenders. That's who this team is. This team played a soft football game. Not saying they're soft humans, a soft football game. And for the first time, I've argued with people on social media. I've consistently said that Mike Tomlin is unfireable, which I still say. For the first time, I understood the chants. I understood the negativity around him. He doesn't have a grasp on this locker room to where they are now playing for him like they used to. And I believe that's a huge problem.
Swag, if you get bullied like that, is there a remedy? I mean, it's December, man. You don't just wake up and become a new football team, do you?
I don't get bullied, Scott. I'm the bully. I don't know how that feels.
Hell no, not in that coach.
No, to your point, I think what's so surprising is that there's so many guys that have played at such a high level in the way that they look. The T.J. Watts of the world, the Cam Haywards of the world. Like, these dudes have played elite football. They've been regarded as some of the best defenders in this league for a long period of time. And to see them seemingly just say we can't do anything about what's happening to us was the biggest perplexing thing. And I get to talk about the message may be stale and all of that. But the biggest indictment on Mike Tomlin is when your quarterback sit in a presser and say people ain't showing up for meetings. So the one thing we know about Mike Tomlin is the leadership. So it's something fractured in this football team beyond playing bad on the field.
The standard is the standard, can't just be something you say.
And obviously the standard ain't the standard right now.
Yeah.
And it showed on the field when you can't stop a team from running the football. And here's the thing, to your point, RC, if it's schematically, we can go back to the building and we can say, guys, listen, they just out-leveraged us. We had some issues. We had a couple guys that didn't fit runs right. Bro, these dudes getting moved. I don't know the last time I've seen a Pittsburgh Steelers defense just get moved off their spot. And that's something big to us as defensive linemen. That should not happen, where you get out-physical for the duration of the game without something being adjusted. Something is fractured in this football team beyond playing games.
Jason, we were having the conversation on the bus about the idea of voices. In Philly, obviously, everyone points to Reed. And here's a guy that had been there a long time, had been successful, and they decided, all right, we got to go in a different direction. That's one of those rare things that work for both sides. But the idea of a voice being heard for so long, he's the longest tenured coach in the National Football League. I'm curious how that lands with you, just the idea of if it becomes time for a different voice or if that's just a cliche.
Well, everybody has their time, right? Eventually, everybody's going to be moved on from a job. And whether this is the time for Mike Tomlin, only the people in that building really know. Obviously, there's a lot of noise right now from the outside. The expectations were very high coming into the season, and they've been there. And it's been a lot of mediocrity in Pittsburgh for a number of years. And the fans have obviously had enough of that. I'm sure Coach Tomlin has had enough of that. I think it starts to get to a point where a change has to be made. And whether that's now, again, only the people that are in that building every day know if that message is running stale. And it worked out for Andy Reid very well.
Sure.
You know, this is one thing we know. We know Mike Tomlin is a great coach.
Yep.
Right? That is one fact. Another fact is that it always comes to an end for some coaches.
Well,
Bill Belichick coached here. You thought he'd be here forever.
Scott, you can't win in this league without a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yes.
Period. That's like we talking about the defense and the news of the day.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Pittsburgh not having a quarterback the last 7 years in the NFL, trying to find that answer. We sitting in the stadium right now where a team looked like they was in purgatory.
Yep.
Seemingly they found their quarterback. All right, we all know this. We all know that Mike Tomlin can coach football.
Sure.
You could coach your ass off, but I guarantee you look up in here in these banners or you look at these names, if Tom Brady's name wasn't up there, Bill Belichick's wouldn't be up there. If Phil Jackson's ass ain't up there, it wouldn't be Michael Jordan. It's no coincidence. So again, we got a lot of problems that have set in from being in quarterback purgatory for so long in Pittsburgh.
RC said it well, and you'd know it from having been there. It's a championship town, right? It's about championships. The last 6 times they played playoff games, it's been a one and done, and they're stuck in that spot.
And I know we got to go, Mark. I apologize, but Coach Tomlin, for the first time, also said, like, there's a lot of things he ignores. And he doesn't answer.
He acknowledged it yesterday.
Yesterday, he acknowledged it. He said, I share their frustration. He also knows that the product on the field is below the line.
Yep. I know if Pittsburgh gets tired of him, there'll be a team out there that would love to. They would love to be what you're sick of being. I guarantee. Now, his first year at the helm, and they are clearly turning things around. More wins than the previous 2 seasons combined. And it is the second year for Drake May, who is the NFL's leader, both in completion percentage and passing yards. He's on pace to be the first to do that since Drew Brees. That's pretty good company. The schedule, yes, you must acknowledge the fact that they have played the easiest schedule in the NFL by far. Opponents' records add up to 40 games under 500, the theme of which continues tonight, at least in theory, against a 2-10 Giant team. But this is a Giant team that, as we know, has played a whole lot better than its record. They've had double-digit leads 5 different times that have slipped away. Yeah. You add it all up, and as the calendar turns to December with Thanksgiving in the rear view, New England has an opportunity to not just be a playoff team, but to be the AFC's 1 seed again for the first time since 2017. A win tonight, though, paramount, as they would stay just ahead of Denver, who continues to win close games as they did last night outside of Washington. If they were to lose tonight, those chances drop to just over 25%. Now, there is a whole lot to be impressed with when it relates to this New England team. We got a couple hours to talk about it. But, Jason, if you look at it simply through your eyes and say what's most impressive about the 10-2 start, it's what?
Drake May, for sure. Yeah, I mean, this is a smooth operator, man. The poise and level of confidence in which he plays this game is incredible for a second-year player. Right here, you're going to see the Bengals drop out of this Tampa 2. He knows that the Mike backer has to take this vertical in the middle of the field. He puts it over the mic in between the 2 safeties on a dime, on a rope. And then we're going to see right here, play action, composed. He feels this pressure, but he stands in and delivers a direct shot to my man Kyle Williams across the field on the money again. And then right here, he feels the pressure coming from the left side. There's no franticness. There's no anxiety with this. Yeah. It's all with smooth ease right down the field to Stephon Diggs. This guy's playing at such a great level right now. It's a joy to watch.
Yeah, he's not the only youngster playing at a very high level. Travion Henderson, first of all, the juice. But in order to be a starting running back in the NFL, you got to pick up blitz. And he does a really good job for a young player of keeping your boy Drake May clean and making sure he has that time. And then him in space is one of the most devastating things in football right now, with his speed and his ability to get north and south right away, and some physicality in his game as well. But fellas, watch this one. In, out, we gone. Look at the way that he gets skinny, and now there is no catching him once he gets to the second level, which I think makes this offense very difficult to guard when you got an athletic quarterback as well. This tandem of young players are going to be around a long time making plays in Gillette Stadium.
Listen, this tandem of young players is being led by a true patriot, a football player's head coach. You want to fight? You want to throw hands? Braves is getting in the fight.
I love
it. We saw it in the preseason multiple times. This is a dude, 14 years in the league. I mean, he caught touchdowns. He rushed the passer. He's what they call a hands-on football coach. He gets down. He gets dirty. And who wouldn't want to play for a dude like this? A dude that's been in the locker room. A dude that's been on special teams. And if Antonio Gibson want to take 1 yard, he's going to run side by side with his players. It's Mike freaking Vrabel. And they had a bridge coach in Gerard Mayo, and now they got their guy again, and they are a team that's poised to make other runs at a dynasty.
Hang in there, that cold got your ass.
Yeah, it got a little bit. It choked me up. It hit me in the face a little bit.
It hit him.
It hit me in the face a little bit.
That was great, though. That was great.
All right,
it ain't going to hit me on more.
We got plenty of runway to talk about all of the things about this New England team that are impressive, and we are obviously going to dive into the Giants side of things as well. Jackson Dart back. Want to try to keep him upright and available.
Yeah.
That's a topic that we will be getting into as we continue. We're joined now by Adam Schefter, whose news begins with a guy that we perhaps will see next Monday night when we're out in Los Angeles. What can you tell us about Justin Herbert?
Scott, he's about to undergo surgery this afternoon in California for that broken bone in his left hand that he suffered yesterday against the Raiders. Went out of the game, came back with a glove over his left hand. Now that hand is going to undergo surgery to repair the bone that he broke in it. The question will be whether he can make it back for next Monday night's game against the Eagles. He says he's treating the game as if he will play. There's some hope he'll be able to play, but they'll have to see how he practices first before they know. As for Sauce Gardner, he's going to be out for multiple games. The Colts don't know exactly how long it'll be just yet, though they say it won't be until the end of the regular season. The good part was it was not an Achilles injury, as some had worried when he hobbled off the field. It turned out to be a calf injury, and now one of the centerpieces of their defense will be sidelined as they try to stay alive in the race for the AFC South title.
Yeah, Adam, you saw him look back immediately, and he said he thought it was an Achilles, so that's good news there. Hopefully he'll be back soon for the Colts. We'll be talking about the AFC South a bit later, and we'll talk to you